When you step back and look at the economy, lending, supply, policy, what do you see as the biggest risk investors are underestimating right now?
The biggest risk that investors are underestimating right now, I would say, is the need for liquidity, because as an investor, you need liquidity for two things. One, opportunity, and two, for bad things happening, right? Because, in a bad real estate market, you need liquidity. And in a good real estate market, in other words, when it's really bad and it's going to go up, you need liquidity. So I think generally 3 reasons that companies go out of business, and one of them is lack of liquidity. So I think that's something that we typically don't spend enough time thinking about.
I think I kind of mentioned it earlier. In the back of my mind, I still am a little concerned about what's going to happen with the economy. I still think it's going to be, growth for this year and next year, but there's a possibility that we might actually have a negative growth, in one of the quarters. I'm concerned about that. Negative economic growth could actually be a little bit bigger than I thought, especially if we actually have any kind of a financial meltdown in the financial market, which I don't think it's going to happen, but there are a lot of uncertainty out there right now. So that's the risk that I'm a little concerned about.
We're in a period where the prices are diverging regionally and even locally. And so I think along with the liquidity, I think a deep understanding of the markets that you're in is probably important, because you look at Florida and Texas, prices are coming down in both of those markets, but in the upper Midwest, there's a lot of markets where prices are still strong. So you really need to know your markets.